Namo Buddhaya. Have you ever wondered why negative thoughts seem to stick to our minds, causing unnecessary stress and anxiety? Imagine waking up every day with complete control over your emotions, even in the face of anger, jealousy, or frustration. In today's video, we'll explore how to achieve that level of mental mastery using timeless Buddhist teachings. These methods have been practiced for centuries and can help you shift from chaos to calm, making your mind a peaceful place, free from negativity. But first, let's acknowledge a truth. Controlling our mind isn't easy. It's a journey that takes time, but with determination and awareness, you can experience profound changes. So, what does it take to tame these inner demons? Let's explore 5 proven steps, as taught by the Supreme Buddha, to help you regain control over your mind. Step 1. Awareness, the first key to mastery. The first and most crucial step to controlling your mind is awareness. Without being aware of your thoughts, you cannot change them. Buddha taught that we must be mindful of the negative thoughts that arise, whether they are thoughts of anger, desire, jealousy, or resentment. Awareness gives us the power to take control. Being aware sounds simple, but in reality, it requires constant attention. It's like learning to play an instrument. You can't master it overnight. In our modern world, distractions are everywhere. Social media, work, relationships, and all these distractions fuel our negative emotions. To counter this, start small. Dedicate 5 minutes each morning to observing your thoughts. Just sit quietly and pay attention to what crosses your mind. Over time, you'll notice patterns and be able to catch negative thoughts before they take root. Here's a personal example. Once, after a stressful workday, I found myself consumed by anger over something trivial. But because I had been practicing mindfulness, I was able to catch the thought, breathe, and let it pass before reacting. This small victory was only possible because I'd started incorporating mindfulness into my daily routine. Imagine how much calmer your life could be if you built this practice into your daily schedule. Step 2. Shifting thought patterns. Once you are aware of negative thoughts, the next step is to shift your thinking to something wholesome. Buddha suggests replacing negative emotions like anger with thoughts of kindness, compassion, or past good deeds. Reflecting on times when you helped someone or felt genuinely happy can instantly change your mental state. This step isn't just about ignoring the bad, it's about actively choosing the good. Think about how you feel after watching an inspiring movie or hearing a story about kindness. Your mood lightens and your perspective changes. The same goes for your mind when you consciously decide to think of something positive. For instance, if jealousy creeps into your thoughts, replace it with gratitude. Instead of focusing on what others have, think about what you're grateful for in your life. You'll be surprised how much lighter your mind feels. I've personally found that keeping a gratitude journal helps. Each night, I write down 3 things I'm thankful for. It's a small act, but it shifts my mindset from negativity to appreciation. Try it out. You might find it's just the boost you need to break free from harmful thinking patterns. Step 3. Recognizing the disadvantages of negative thoughts. If shifting your thoughts doesn't work, Buddha advises us to consider the disadvantages of negative thinking. Ask yourself, how does anger or jealousy serve me? More often than not, negative thoughts hurt you and those around you. Thinking about these consequences can motivate you to avoid dwelling on them. We've all been there, caught in a cycle of negative thoughts that lead us nowhere good. One example that resonates with many is the feeling of anger. Think about a time when you held on to anger. Did it make you feel better, or did it fuel further negativity? I remember an incident where a minor misunderstanding with a friend spiraled into a full-blown argument because I refused to let go of my frustration. Reflecting on that now, I realize how much better things could have been if I had recognized the futility of my anger earlier. It took a toll on my peace and damaged the relationship for a while. Recognizing that these emotions harm us, not only mentally but physically, helps us learn to let go before they take control. Step 4. Pay no attention to negative thoughts. If the previous steps don't work, Buddha recommends ignoring negative thoughts altogether. Much like how we can ignore background noise, we can also train ourselves to ignore intrusive emotions and let them pass without giving them power. This step is often the hardest. Our natural tendency is to obsess over what bothers us. But here's a little trick that I've found helpful. Think of your mind like a radio. Negative thoughts are static. They're there, but you can tune them out by focusing on the main broadcast, your goals, dreams, or simply your breath. Once, during a particularly stressful project, I found myself overwhelmed with self-doubt. Instead of feeding into it, I decided to focus on the task at hand and ignored the nagging voice of insecurity. It wasn't easy, but after some practice, I was able to work more efficiently, free from the mental fog. Training yourself to do this may take time, but it's one of the most empowering skills you'll ever develop. Step 5. Crushing the thought with awareness. The final step, which requires careful practice, is to crush the negative thought entirely with determination. Buddha advises that this should be done only by those with advanced practice in mindfulness, as it can be difficult to forcefully stop a thought without causing it to rebound stronger. This step is not for everyone, but if you reach a level of deep mindfulness, you'll find that you can control your mind's focus with great precision. Think of this like advanced training for the mind, similar to how athletes train their bodies. It's not about brute force, but rather a practiced skill that requires subtlety and awareness. Personally, I've only reached this stage a few times, but when I have, it felt like a breakthrough. Imagine being able to control your thoughts like a master conductor guiding an orchestra. It's that powerful. While it takes time to get there, even practicing the earlier steps will help you build the mental strength needed to eventually crush negativity at its source. Controlling our minds is a lifelong journey, not an overnight transformation. But by practicing these steps, awareness, shifting thoughts, recognizing disadvantages, paying no attention, and advanced mindfulness, you can begin to take control of your mental state and reduce the influence of negative emotions. It's all about consistency and persistence. Keep practicing, and over time, your mind will become a peaceful place where negative thoughts lose their power. Remember, every step forward is progress. Don't give up if it feels hard at first. The Buddha's teachings remind us that with effort, anything is possible, including mastering our own minds. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe for more insights on Buddhist teachings and practical tips to improve your life. Share your thoughts in the comments below. What step are you most excited to try?